I recently watched an interview with the founder of Vanguard, a gentleman named Jack Bogle. Vanguard, if you don't know, is the firm that kind of pioneered low-cost investing. So low-cost exchange-traded funds, tools like that. I was really curious when one of the journalists asked Jack, Jack, what was your biggest financial mistake? Now, here's a guy that's a legend in the industry, really created a segment of the industry and changed the investing landscape forever. So to get feedback from Jack, I thought was super powerful. So let's go for a walk and I'll tell you what he said, and be sure to stay till the end because I'm going to summarize what I think are the key takeaways from what Jack told us. So what Jack said his biggest mistake was, early on in his career, he actually, and it surprised me that he did this, given that he started Vanguard, but he was working with a stockbroker in the early days of his career, and his stockbroker was giving him stock tips and calling him up a couple times a week and saying, hey Jack, I think we should sell this and buy that. And you know, not only was Jack not doing well financially with that strategy, but Jack was just wasting a lot of his time, and that's what he shares. That's what his biggest mistake was that he wasted a lot of time. His stockbroker was a friend of his, and his friend would call him up several times a week, usually during the day at the office. So not only was Jack not making money, but you know, he was distracted at work, and that has consequences as well. So I think that's really powerful. And so here's my takeaway on all of this. First, you know, first, if you're going to work with somebody, if you're going to work with an advisor to help you with your portfolio, I really encourage you to think about a fee-only financial advisor. Because a fee-only financial advisor has a fiduciary obligation to you 100% of the time. Where a stockbroker, you know, the way a stockbroker makes their money is they call you up, and every time you trade, they get a commission off of that. So, you know, not only was it Jack not making money, he was wasting time. And the reason he was wasting time was because his broker was calling him, frankly, with nonsense, encouraging him to trade. And it's super hard to time the market, which is basically what you're doing when you're working with a broker that's telling you to buy and sell constantly. And if you look at the stock chart for like the broader market in the US, like the S&P 500, you know, in general, over time, the stock goes up and to the right. In other words, it's making money. It's doing well over time. So time is working in your favor. But if you look at any 1 month, it's going to be super volatile. And most people are going to end up losing money trying to time the market. But if you let time work in your favor and hold on to great investments over time, that can compound over time. And again, you know, there's going to be surprises. Management is going to miss a quarterly earnings. There's going to be scary things out there. The U.S. might, you know, go into a recession, but over time, you know, as long as companies keep doing things better, faster, and cheaper, they're going to continue to grow in value, at least in aggregate. And so time is going to work in your favor. So fee-only financial advisor, let time work in your favor. And then also, you know, own great companies that you're willing to hold for a period of time. You know, don't buy the stock of a company that maybe a friend tells you about at the country club. That's great to put it on your radar screen to start researching it. But you want to own great companies. You don't want to own stories. And I think the vast majority of the time, most of us end up owning what I call story stocks. So somebody we know tells us about a stock. It's got a great story. You know, right now AI is super hot. So maybe it's a company in the AI space, and you know, they're going to take off, and they're going to, you know, there's OpenAI, there's these other large companies, but maybe this is a smaller player that's a niche player that's going to help out attorneys with AI or physicians, you know, give them tools to make them more efficient and better at their jobs. And, you know, it's got a great story behind it, but is it a great company? And it has to be a great company because every company is going to have its ups and downs, and you want to be able to own it over a long period of time, because then that buffers out that volatility. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. It really does help my channel grow. It helps the algorithm find other people that these videos can help. Also, please consider leaving a comment. I do read the comments. I find them very inspiring. And I do get some of my video ideas from the comments. And then frankly, we're building a really nice community, a community of folks that I enjoy being part of the community with. So thank you for those of you that are taking the time to comment, and consider giving me a subscription so that you can be notified when I release my next video. So until next time, I'm Azul, encouraging you to take full advantage of the youth of your senior years. Remember, you're only young once. Use your time wisely.